Hello children, welcome back to computer class. Let us start today's class. We have started learning about advanced features of word processor. So we were learning about the more options which we have in MS Word. In the previous video, we came to know how to use the superscript and subscript option, applying shadow effect, and in the last video we learned page formatting and working with tabs. Page formatting is the appearance of page. The process of changing the appearance, the look of the page is called page formatting. So we can set the margins. The page formatting includes setting the margins, indentation of text, that is from the left margin and the text space, using tabs, writing the text or typing the text in columnar format, using page break, section break, column break, and orientation of the page, that is landscape or portrait, using the margins and different size of pages, and also the borders and shading in a page. So all this comes under page formatting. These options we use to change the look of the page. This process of changing the look appearance of the page is called page formatting. We also came to know how to use the tab stops in MS Word. So usually we have tab key on a keyboard. When we press a tab key once, it moves the cursor 5 spaces, that is half inch forward. So we can set the tab stop based on a requirement to type the text in a MS Word document. So tabs are used to place text at a particular place in a line. The most common way to indent the text is to use the tab key. It makes a cursor move at certain spaces in a document. By default, tab stops at every 0.5 inch. We can set tab stops along the ruler as per our need. So as soon as we press the tab key, the cursor automatically moves to the next tab. So tab key is used to leave the spaces between the words. Once if you press the tab key, it moves 5 spaces forward, but you can change the space where the cursor has to move when you press a tab key. That settings you can do in MS Word with the help of tab stops option. So we can also create tabs using leader lines. It provides, rather than giving a space, it provides dots or dashed line. That also possible using the tab stops option. To set the tab stops, here are the steps. You have to click on home tab, paragraph, dialog box launcher. You will get the paragraph dialog box. In that you have to click on tabs option. You will get the tabs window. There you have to type how many inches of space you need to leave when you press a tab key. Then alignment, choose the required alignment and click on set and OK. Then based on the settings what you have made, the cursor moves when you press a tab key. So today we are going to discuss about one more feature or option which is used to change the page formatting, to make the page formatting. That is setting the margins. We can set the margins in MS Word document using page layout and also by using ruler bars. So let us see what is margin and how to set that margin in MS Word document. This is very helpful when we need to take a printout in MS Word after typing the text. So we may need to align to make the settings in the margin to get the printout as we require it. So this is very important to know about it. Let us see how to set the margin and what is margin in MS Word document. So look at this picture children. Here you have a page which is typed in MS Word document. This picture gives you what exactly the margin is. This is the space between the edge of a paper and till the text which is typed. The space which is available between the edge of a paper and text is called margin. The amount of space between the text and edges of a page is called margin. Microsoft Word provides us with top, left and right margin, top and bottom margin. So we get 4 sides of margin in Microsoft Word. We can set that margins. The Microsoft Word allows us to set the margins on all the 4 sides of a page. Top, bottom, left and right. So this is the page margin which is available in all 4 sides of the page. MS Word by default, this application by default automatically it sets 1 inch of margin for top and bottom, left and right. So in the second picture you can see where they set the margin size is 1 inch default in top and bottom, left and right margin. Automatically this setting will be applied, but we can change the settings. The default margin of a page in a document is set as 1 inch from top and bottom, 1 inch from left and right edge of a paper. 1 inch is the default setting of margin in Microsoft Word. We can change that settings. More than 1 inch also we can give, less than 1 inch also we can give. That we can do in MS Word using 2 ways. One is by using page layout tab, the other one by using the ruler bars which is available in the MS Word document. Let us see how to set the margin using page layout tab. So as I said, using the page layout tab. Here in the ribbon you can see the page layout tab. If you click on page layout tab, you will get the ribbon as it is shown in the next picture. Here in page layout tab, you have to click on margins drop down list. You have margin option. If you click on margin drop down list, you will get a drop down list of margin which shows you with different margins for your page. By default, normal it will be selected, that is 1 inch in all the 4 sides. You can set the custom margin. You can set the margin based on your requirement. The margin size you can set. If you click on custom margin, you get the page setup dialog box. There you have to specify. You can type the size of the margin which you require for your document. This is the first way to set the margin in Microsoft Word. That is by using the page layout tab. Select the margins options in the page setup group. It provides a drop down list. Then you have to select. You can select the predefined one already which is available over there. If not, if you need to set the margin, you need to click on custom margin option. Select the margins for both left and right and even to top and bottom. You can type the values, how much you require, the margin space. Then you can click on whether you need to apply to whole document or for the selected text. You can click on OK. Then the margin size which you selected, which you typed in this setting will be applied to your page. This is the first way of setting the margin. We have one more easier way, that is by using the ruler bars. So as we know in MS Word we get 2 ruler bars, that is horizontal ruler bar and vertical ruler bar. By using the horizontal ruler bar, here you can bring the mouse pointer. This is your horizontal ruler bar. Here you can bring the mouse pointer to the boundary of the margin. Horizontal ruler bar, that is the border of the margin. So till here you have your margin set. So you can bring the mouse pointer exactly on that place and you get the mouse pointer changes to a double-headed arrow mark. Here you can see the picture which shows you double-headed arrow mark. If you bring the mouse pointer on that exact place of the boundary of margin on the ruler, you get double-headed arrow mark. Then you can click and drag the mouse till where you need to adjust the margin. This is the easiest way to set the margin. In the same way, you can set the margin using the vertical scroll bar to the top and bottom spaces. You can bring the arrow mark mouse pointer on the boundary space of the margin which is available on the vertical ruler bar, the horizontal ruler bar and vertical ruler bar. You use left and right margin you can set by using the horizontal ruler bar. You can set the top and bottom margin using the vertical ruler bar. Again here the mouse pointer changes to a double-headed arrow mark. You can click and drag the mouse to adjust the margin, that is top and bottom margin. Children, let us see how to set the margins in MS Word. To set the margin, first I will start MS Word. So already I have typed and saved a document. So this is the document to which we are going to set the margin. So there you can see the horizontal ruler bar, vertical ruler bar. So here you have two ruler bars. The first way to set the margin, that is by using the page layout tab. So you need to click on page layout tab. You can see the page layout tab options are opened. So you can see the groups, the themes, page setup, and it goes on. So here you need to click on the margins option which is available in the page setup group. So there if you click on margins drop down list, you get a drop down list over there. You can select the margin which is available already. If not, if you need to make the changes, you need to click on custom margins. There you can find the page setup dialog box. There automatically it will be 1 centimeter. Here you can set change by using that button. So or else you can place the cursor and type. So you can use a keyboard and type the spaces or the margin. You can set it by using this page setup dialog box. So I'll give 1.5. So left, bottom and right I have given 1.5, but from top I have given 3. So after applying it, you need to click on apply to, whether you need to apply to the whole document or this point forward. From this point onwards, you have to choose that. Then you need to click on OK. Then that margin is applied to the document. Here you can see it is 3 centimeters which I have given. The second way to set the margin, that is by using the ruler. This is horizontal ruler. Bring the mouse pointer exactly on the boundary which is available on the horizontal ruler. So your mouse pointer changes to a double-headed arrow. So there you need to click and drag to adjust the margin. If you want to increase it, you can click and drag. You can see over there the margin is increased. This is the second way to set the margin. So the same thing you can do even for the vertical ruler also, that is to change the top and bottom margin. Here you can see the margin is reduced. Children, let's see a video which shows you about page margin.
Adjust page margins. Margins are the space between the edge of the paper and the text. By default, Word sets all margins left, right, top and bottom to 1 inch. If you will type complete page, Word will leave 1 inch margin from all sides. You can adjust the right, left, top and bottom margins of your document. Open the document whose margins you want to set. Click the Page Layout tab and click Margins button in the Page Setup group. This will display a list of options. Click Custom Margins option available at the bottom. You can also select any of the predefined margins option from the list. It will display a page setup dialog box as shown below. You can set top, left, right and bottom margins under the Margins tab. Select Apply To option to apply the margin on selected text or whole document and click OK.
Children, let's recap what we learned today. Today we learned about margins and setting the margin using two ways. Margin as the space between the edge of a paper and the text. We have four sides of margin which is available in MS Word, that is left and right, top and bottom. We can set that margin automatically. By default it will be 1 inch in all four sides. We can set it by using two ways, that is by using the page layout and also by using the ruler bar. This is the way. By using a page layout, you need to click on Page Layout tab, click on Margins, you get a drop down list. There you have to select, you can select the predefined one if you are okay with that. If you require to make the changes to the margin, you need to click on Custom Margin, you get the Page Setup dialog box. There you need to enter the values of the margin size. Then you have to click on Apply To option, whether you need to apply to whole document or the selected part. Then you have to click on OK. These are the steps once again to set the margin using the Page Layout tab. We have one more way, that is by using the ruler bar. We have two ruler bars, that is horizontal and vertical. To do that, you have to bring the mouse pointer on the boundary of the margin which is available on the horizontal ruler bar. Then the mouse pointer changes to a double-headed arrow mark. You can click and drag the mouse to increase the margin or even to decrease the margin. The same steps can be used on the vertical ruler bar to set the top and bottom margin. Hope you understood, children. We learnt about margins, setting the margin using Page Layout tab and ruler bar. This is your home assignment. I request you to write this in your homework book. Thank you, children.